Good morning, Pathophys. This is the home stretch officially. I'm confirming right now when your last day, where I'll be delivering curriculum to you, will be. But this week is probably going to be our last serious week where we do any chapter work. Beyond that, it'll just be a final presentation project. Chapters 12, 13, and 14. This is the group of chapters that I typically put together. This is typically the big test for this class for the entire year. It covers the blood, the heart, and the rest of the cardiovascular system and its disorders. So what I'm going to do, rather than spend a great amount of time going through specifics from each of these chapters, is give a brief overview, and I'm going to do a line of questioning this week. That'll be a little more intense than the questions you've been receiving in the past. Not intense in a bad way, but just it's going to make you dig a little bit. And again, if you are frustrated when you're trying to find answers to these questions, obviously since I'm not there to at least guide you in the right direction, just ask me. Send me an email. I'm on email constantly during the day, checking for student and parent responses and questions and whatnot. So if you have a question, just ask me. If I don't get back to you, then within a few hours, then it's likely that I've closed up shop for the day. But that hasn't happened since March. So like I said, I've been on there every couple hours at a minimum, checking emails. So when we look at chapters 12, 13, and 14, obviously understanding disorders of the blood, disorders of the cardiovascular system, those are going to be primary diagnostic issues. They're going to be primary healthcare issues that you're going to deal with as a professional. Heart attacks, strokes, blood disorders, cancers of the blood, cancers of the cardiovascular system, many types of different disorders. So these are some of the leading causes of death and morbidity in our culture, in our society, in the human population. So very important that you understand this. So as you finish, and I'm not there to tell you this, it's one of my statements that the juniors probably hate a lot. I want you to go through the finish line running, and I want you to just kind of see the tape at the end and just kind of walk through it. Let's finish this out strong. Let's do the best we can with what we have available to us, which unfortunately isn't what we all planned for back in January when we started this class. But at the same time, get what you can out of these chapters. Ask me questions. Use me as a resource. And I'm going to spend today crafting a nice project based on this chapter, or these chapters for you, that will be your final. So blood, diseases, when we talk about diseases of the blood, you should go right to anemia, leukemias, those type of things. We talk about diseases of the heart. Usually it refers to, obviously, the myocardium and its inability to get oxygen from, in essence itself, the circulatory or circulation of the heart tissue itself is typically damaged or blocked. We talk about arteriosclerosis, leading to myocardial infarctions, cerebrovascular accidents, fancy names for heart attacks and strokes, but one of the leading causes, if not the leading causes of death in certain age groups of people. So something very important to understand how to not only diagnose but to treat, and how we deal with it, how we prevent it. So that's what I'm going to focus on in my line of questioning. So again, this is going to be one of the shorter little blurbs that I'm going to send you. I'll obviously be back in contact with you at some point this week. I'm going to post the notes. And when I ask these questions, I'm going to pull these questions directly out of the notes. Now, the answers might not all be there precisely. You might have to look a little bit more. You might have to ask yourself some more questions. But the information about these specific diseases that I'm asking about will be in your notes. So again, use that information, answer the scenarios, and do the best you can. I'll check back in a few days. Have a good day.